ॐ श्रुति स्मृति पुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवत् व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणी। यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः देवाय तस्मै नमः। Okay. Mohan Sai Krishna. So all of you can repeat from verse number 4, second chapter. Arjuna Uvacha. From there we're going to chant. Arjuna Uvacha.
Arjuna Uvacha.
Katham Bhishmamaham Sankhye.
Kadham Bhishmamaham Sankhye.
Dronancha Madhusudana.
Dronancha Madhusudana.
Ishubhif Pratiyodsyami.
Ishubhi Pratiyotsyami.
Pujarha Varisudana.
Pujarha Varisudana.
Guruna Hatva hi Mahanubhavan.
Guruna Hatva hi Mahanubhavan.
Shreyo Bhoktum Bhaikshyamapiha Loke.
Shreyo Bhoktum Bhaiksyam Apiha Loke.
Hatvartha Kamanstu Guru Nihaiva.
Hatvartha Kamastu Gurun Ihaiva.
Bhunjiya Bhogan Rudhira Pradigdhan.
Bunjiya Bhogan Rudhira Pradigdhan.
Na Chaitadvidmah Kataranno Gariyaha.
Na Chaita Vidmah Kataranno Gariyaha.
Yadva Jayema Yadivano Jayeyuhu.
Yadva Jayema Yadivano Jayeyuhu.
यानेव हत्वा न जिजीविषामः
यानेव हत्वा न जिजीविषामा
तेव स्थिताः प्रमुखे धार्तराष्ट्राः
एव स्थिताः प्रमुखे ग्रात्रराष्ट्राः
कार्पण्यदोषोपहतः स्वभावः
कार्पण्यदोषोपहत् हत् स्वभावा
पृच्छामि त्वां धर्मसम्मूढचेताः
पृच्छामि त्वां धर्मसमूढचेता
यच्छ्रेयस्यान्निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे
श्रेयश्चानिश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे
शिष्यस्तेऽहं शाधि मां त्वां प्रपन्नम्
शिष्यस्तेऽहं साधिमां त्वां प्रपन्नम्
न हि प्रपश्यामि ममापनुद्यात्
न हि प्रपश्यामि ममापनुद्यात्
यच्छोकमुच्छोषणम् इन्द्रियाणाम्
यच्छोकमुच्चोषणाम् इन्द्रियाणाम्
अवाप्य भूमा वसपत्नमृद्धम्
अवाप्य भूमा पत्नवृद्धम्
राज्यं सुराणामपि चाधिपत्यम्
राज्यं सुराणाम् अपि चाधिपत्यम्
Yeah. So you can remain unmuted and try to unmute who else has no noise on your side. So I can get some feedback. How is it, Ajay, for you? Anil Kumar, unmuted. Let's see if you are. No, it doesn't work somehow. Narsimha Prasad. Okay. All right. So we saw in the last class Arjuna pretty much saying that I don't want to fight, and this is not a good bargain. This is a no-win situation, lose-lose situation, and we are not going to enjoy life after this war. Even if I win, I won't enjoy this life. Definitely, there's no chance of even going to Swarga. All these arguments he has made. And then in the last class, we saw that in 8th verse, we saw last, and he says, I don't see anything that can get me out of this grief. Nahi prapashyami mamapanudyat yachoka muchoshanam indriyana. And that's how I feel right now. And this, whether I get a big kingdom on this earth, or whether I get some big position in Swarga after my death, neither of those will be useful. Neither of those can satisfy my sorrow. That's how I am right now. That's what he said. Then we left the 7th shloka for the last. We will see why. So now we are going to look at the 7th shloka. Karpanya doshopahatas swabhavaha pritchami tvam dharma sammudha chetaha yachreyasyan nischitam bruhi tanme shishyasteham shadimam tvam prapannam. So here this shloka shows that Arjuna, what kind of culture he's born in. This shloka shows. And so here there are First thing he says, Karpanya dosha upahata swabhava. He calls himself as Karpanya dosha upahata swabhava. So one whose nature is like something, like what? Like seized by Karpanya dosha. Karpanya dosha. So Kripanaha. So those who speak Hindi, they know very well what Kripana is. Others may or may not know, depending on which part of the country you are from. So even we don't say Kripana, we say Karmi and all that. We use certain words. And traditional people may say Kripana. Kripana means miser. Miser. One who is, so who is a miser? Who is a miser? See, the person who has wealth and enough to spare, and not even for others, even for oneself, and the person who is spending where money needs to be spent is not a miser. The person who has no money and therefore not spending, that person cannot be called a miser. But then the person who has enough and doesn't spend at all, and not just on others or things like that, but even for himself or herself, he or she doesn't spend. Hey, you wear some good dresses. What's wrong with you? So I see one person here. We all know there is somebody who something is, we don't know, something is not right or what, but the person just doesn't want to buy even simple clothes, simple nice clothes he doesn't have or doesn't want to spend on. So that kind of a person who's unable to part with what he or she already has a lot of is called a miser. Now, it's called a Kripana. That is the general meaning of Kripana. But why Arjuna is telling I am a Kripana? Definitely he doesn't mean in this sense. Can't be like that. These people have given so much to everybody, and it can't mean I'm a miser. So we have to go to for help. We need some help. So we have to go to what is called Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. So there is some dialogue between Yajnavalkya and Gargi. Gargi, the lady who wanted to question Yajnavalkya, and there was a big debate, beautiful questions back and forth. So there, in one of the places, Yajnavalkya tells Gargi, "Hey, Gargi, look, this knowledge is so important. Yova etadaksharam Gargi aviditva asman lokat praiti." So he says the person asman lokat praiti, who leaves this world, means who dies, who leaves this world. How does he leave the world? Etadaksharam aviditva. This aksharam, Brahma that is there, that which is always there, that which does not decline. They say immutable and all that. Immutable means that which always is, which is permanent, sanatanam, shashvatam. Without knowing that, if the person passes away, that person is called Kripanaha. Sakripanaha, he says. Yova etadaksharam aviditva asman lokat praiti sakripanaha. Like that he says. And then he continues, Yova etadaksharam viditva. The one who viditva asman lokat praiti. One who leaves or departs this world after knowing what this aksharam is, aksharam Brahma is, Sabrahmanaha. I may have mentioned this earlier. Sabrahmanaha. Only that person can be called a Brahmana. Not somebody is wearing some kind of a dress like this and then has some some symbols on his face and all that. And that person is not called a Brahma. Like that, he is redefined. Because Brahma Janati, Brahmana, that is the responsibility of a Brahmana. Brahmana means I must know what Brahman is. Okay. So that Karpanya dosha. So there, which means what? There, what does the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad say? Hey, I am gifted with this mind. We saw Ahara Nidra Bhaya Maitunancha. We saw that earlier. Samanyametat Pashubis Samanaha. Hey, between animals and human beings, all these things are common. Ahara, Nidra, Bhaya, Maithunam, all these are common. Then what is different between these two people, these two species? And so Buddhir Hitesham, Dharmo Hitesham. Buddhir Hitesham. Hey, this mind is the only thing that is different, that distinguishes the human beings from other animals. That mind has to be used. And so that gift is here, and if I don't use what I have, then what am I? Brihadaranyaka Upanishad says, I am Kripanaha. Kripana. So that Kripana, so Arjuna is saying, Arjuna recognizes the problem. See, this shloka reveals, Arjuna accepts that I am so confused. I have a buddhi, I know. I wish I had thought through this properly. I'm so confused. I'm unable to decide what is dharma and adharma. That is my situation right now. And that gift that I have, I am unable to use. That is what he's saying. Karpanya dosho pahtas svabhavaha. So Arjuna is now accepting that there is a problem with him. And then it's not like Arjuna doesn't know what is dharma, what is adharma. He knows all that. Yet he is confused. So Arjuna is beginning to recognize, I need to know something more than what dharma and adharma is. Think about it. Okay, I need to know a little more. There is a famous quote I used to remember of Einstein, Albert Einstein. At least it is quoted. It says he is the one who says it. Says, you cannot solve a problem using the same framework or same type of thinking that created the problem to begin with. Okay. So, children are causing problems all the time. You can't ask them to solve the problem. Sometimes you would ask them to solve it. You only spill the water. You go clean it. You have to say that, no doubt. But here the idea is, there is something beyond dharma and adharma that I need to know. Otherwise, I would have figured it out myself. This reminds us of who? Reminds us of the beautiful Nachiketa, the dialogue between Nachiketa and Yama. And a beautiful story. I think many of you should know this by now. So, yeah, the father is doing a big yaga, and there is the child, 10-year-old boy, 11-year-old boy says, he's watching all this. In this yaga, everything must be given away. So, probably Vishwajit yaga, and just given away. And so the father is giving away everything. And everything is gone, all the kingdom is gone, all the palace is gone, and possessions are all gone. Just a few cows are left. All elephants, horses gone, cows are left. Cows are being given. Now he sees all these sick cows. Healthy cows are gone, big cows are gone, now sick cows are coming. And Nachiketa is seized with compassion. And he says, Dad, Appa, this is not correct. You can't give these cows to somebody. This cow is helpless. It can't give. That person, Brahmana, will get some milk out of this cow. But these cows, Pitodakaha Jagdatrinaha. And these cows don't even have the energy to drink a drop of water. Like that, he says. Nachiketa says, where are they going to? How is it going to be useful to them? Like that, he says. And so he says, Tata kasmai mam dasyasiti. Who are you going to give me to, Dad? Like that, he says. And father doesn't like this. This kind of stuff. Small boy coming and telling him what to do. Keeps quiet. Dvitiyam Tritiyam, Upanishad says. Dvitiyam Tritiyam. Twice son said it. Tritiyam, thrice son said it. Then father said, Mrityave tvam dadamiti. I will give you to Yama. Means go to hell, ityartha. Get out of here, ityartha. Something, he must have said something like that. Don't come here. That's what he must have said in a very angry tone. And this boy took it seriously. So, then there is this dialogue between Yama. So the story is long, and then there is a big dialogue that goes on. So first boon, second boon, third boon he gets 3 boons because he waited outside Yama's house for 3 days. Yama was busy, he's a busy man. And so sometimes he has to work in the night also. And sometimes he has to work day after day after day before getting a break. So like some of our IT people and doctors, they work and they keep on working. You don't see that. So especially now coronavirus, I'm sure a lot of doctors are working hard. So now, because he waited 3 days, Yama said, I asked 3 boons. First boon he asked for his father. His father must be angry and he must be dejected. He said, because of me, my son is gone, etc. You please keep him happy. Like that, he says. Second boon he asked for the people of this world. He says, all people, they're all suffering and all that, and they need some happiness. And Swarge Bhayam Kinchana Na Kinchana Asti. We heard that Swarga, we hear that it's a great place to go and live. Please tell them something that so that they can go to that Swarga and have fun. So then there is another dialogue and say, okay, I'll teach you this. If you do this homa, he says, tell me about this Atma that people are confused about. That is what he says. And then there's a big dialogue and Yama is saying, no, this is all people, this you can't understand, all that. Even Indra and other gods couldn't understand. So I'll give you other things. What kind of things you want, you tell me. You want to be a king of a large kingdom, I can give you. Even larger, everything I can give you. I can send people from Indraloka, I can send people and they will come with their horses and instruments and all that. They will just shake things up and you can just enjoy life. And are you worried that you will get all this and you may die quickly? What is the use of having all this and then you pass away like that? So that's of no use. Somebody else will enjoy all this. And so okay, you live for as long as you want. Okay? Kama bhajam karomi. Because then you can have all these things, but then my body is so sick. I'm lying in the bed all the time. That is also not useful. Kama bhajam, kamanam kama bhajam karomi. I will make sure all the kamas you will enjoy. Okay? This he offers. Then he says, thank you. And then shobhavaha, they're all shobhavaha. All that you offer is still not temporary. How long it can last? Then he says, Dharmad anyat, adharmad anyat. Dharmad anyat, adharmad anyat. And then he says, Asmat krita krita cha. Tell me what is different from cause and effect. Dharmad anyat, adharmad anyat. Tell me that which is different from dharma and adharma. Look at this boy. Tell me that which is different from dharma and adharma. Look at the intelligence of Nachiketas. And tell me that which is different from cause and effect. What is this? This 11-year-old boy asking all these questions. That which is that which is created and that which is uncreated. And then bhutacha bhavyacha, anyatra bhutacha bhavyacha. Tell me that which is different from past, present, and future. This is the question he asks. This is what I'm here for. Don't distract me anymore, and you can't distract me anyway. And this is how he asks. So same thing here, Arjuna. Arjuna need not be told what is dharma, adharma, and all. He's asking. He's also using a word. Look at that. He's using a word here. What does he say? Yat shreyaha syat. Yat shreyaha. That yat shreyaha is really two words. Yat, that which is shreyaha syat. That which would be shreyas. Shreyas has two meanings, the word shreyas. Shreyas means good, better. What is good for us? What is beneficial for us? So relatively, what is good? What is good between this and that? What do you think we should do? Should we go to Ooty today? It seems very cloudy and it's very dark. It's 8 in the morning. It's still very dark. And should we go? Or should we not go? Tomorrow is Sunday. Our Pradhan Mantri has declared Janata, whatever, Janata restrained from going outside. If you don't have anything urgent, unless you have to urgently go to the hospital, don't leave home. That's what he has said. So we're going to follow all that. So today is only chance, and shall we go or not? So which is better? This is the relative meaning of the word Shreyas. But then the word Shreyas also means moksha. Moksha. Parama Purushartha, moksha. So here he uses the word Shreyas. Now, whether Arjuna means, tell me what I should do, should I fight or not fight? It looks like you're asking me to fight. You have whipped me already with all kinds of harsh words. So I know you want me to fight. Tell me why I should fight. Maybe that's what he's asking. Or maybe he's asking some more. But Krishna, the way he responds within the next two verses, Krishna understood this question as absolute Shreyas. What is absolutely good for me? Like that. That word means that. Shreyas. Shreyas. So Shreyas not only means moksha, but also means a life that is led in pursuit of moksha. Two kinds of lifestyles. I don't know if I mentioned it. Shreyas and Preyas. Shreyas, Preyas. We name our children Shreyas. We never name our children as Preyas. Very hard to see that name. So sometimes, these our modern people, they want to be a little creative in naming their children. They go to America and this and that, and they don't want all this Venkata Subramanian and all these names. That's too big. Venkata Subramanian, what kind of name is that? Oh, it worked for you, Dad. 30, 40, 50 years, it worked for you. But I can't name my son as Venkata Subramanian. So even Jayakumar and all that is too big. Tell me some 2-syllable name. No more than 3 syllables. That is what we are looking for. You don't know America. They don't know how to pronounce all these words. They just mess up. They massacre all these words. So just 1 or 2, 3 syllables. That's all. No more than that. So Shreyas is good. Shreyas. That's only 2 syllables. My God. Amazing. So in the creative, they call it praise. Let's call our child as praise. So that kind of mistakes, I think people should not do. They should not get too creative with all these names. And so praise means a life led in pursuit of artha kama. That's called praise. Shreyas means dharma and moksha. Therefore, you see what a wrong word that would be to call somebody as praise. And tu mera priya hai, priya putra hai, therefore praise. So priya and praise, very sounds very cute, right? So no, don't extend your creativity too far. And so praise Shreyas. So here he's talking about Shreyas. Okay. Now Krishna could have said, why should I teach you Shreyas? What is this you're asking? This is a battlefield. We have come here to fight, where people are waiting here, and the gunpowder is just hot and dry, ready to burst. And we've spent enough time already arguing, and you've been mourning all this time, and you called me, and time is up, and you're asking me to teach. Krishna could have said that. But then he did not say that, because Arjuna used another word in this shloka. The word is what? Shishyaha. Shishyasteham. In the second line of that shloka, number 7. Shishyasteham. Aham te shishyah. I am your student. He says it very clearly. Aham te shishyah. The word aham also is there here. Aham need not be there. Te shishyah is enough. But shishyasteham. I am your student. So this word shishya has a very specific meaning in our culture. And so when somebody says shishya, then it means something very specific. And we saw that earlier. There are 3 types of students. So we use words called vidyarthi, then antevasi, and shishya. And vidyarthi means somebody who is like somebody who's going to school or college, and because that person is of a particular age, and person is prepared to study but may not put enough effort, and come home and then keep sending messages on WhatsApp to people. Okay, that person is a vidyarthi. And so then the other person is antevasi. Antevasi means one who lives along with the teacher. Those days antevasi, these days you don't find antevasis except in ashrams. So somebody who stays close to the teaching establishment. You can even say, I don't know, college where you stay in a hostel which is close to the, which is inside the university. It's a very nice system. I like that. So you're already in the university campus, and maybe slightly outside, but that it means I can't go around doing other things, keeping on doing shopping and this and that. Not needed. You have enough given to you. Your job is to study. So that's a nice one. I like that. Maybe I can use the word antevasi to that kind of a student. And then this shishya is there. Antevasis need not be qualified sometimes. I want to study. I want to be an engineer, but somehow I'm not, even algebra and geometry I'm having difficulty. So addition, subtraction and all, I have a lot of difficulty. So then you can't go to a college. There's a lot more catching up to do. I may be sincere, but I'm not qualified. So that person can be an antevasi. Then there is shishya. Shishya is used when the person is qualified. Of course, person thinks he or she is qualified. It is up to the teacher to establish whether this person is qualified. Shasana yogya. One who is qualified to teach, to study, is called shishya, or qualified to be taught. It's called a shishya. So this Shreyas and shishya, these 2 words, they go together. They go together always. One has to be a shishya in order to gain this knowledge. So there is, when somebody is studying Bharatanatyam, then that person also calls their teacher as Guru, And the Guru says, I have so many Shishyas. And so like that, Arjuna also was a Shishya. Shishya of Dronacharya. And Arjuna was a Shishya. Arjuna was a dancer, we hear. So therefore, he must have had a Guru, a Bharatanatyam Guru or some Guru he must have had. And he was a Shishya. But then, between those Shishyas and this Shishya, there is one big difference. What is the difference? Difference, of course, is Atma Vidya, Brahma Vidya. The topic is different, no doubt. But the attitude also is different. In every other subject, the attitude is what? In every other subject, it's a transaction. I pay you some money, you teach me. Here the attitude, here what is required? He uses the word Shadi Mam Tvam Prapannam. He says Prapannam. Prapannam. Prapannam means I surrender it to you. I am now ready for it. I surrender to you. I am so committed to this that now I have dropped off everything and you are, I know you, Krishna. You play a lot of games, I know, but I know you have stuff in your head and you know what I want. You are the only person who can take care of me now. And so, Tvam Prapannam, I surrender to you. Shadi Mam, please teach me. Mam Shadi. Mam Shadi. Same, all this Shadi, Shishya, Shastram all have the same root. Shas, to teach, to command. And so Shadi, teach me. Shishya, one who is qualified to be taught. Shastram, that which protects by teaching. All have the same, see the same root, how it is used. So Tvam Prapannam, I surrender to you. I don't think I can solve this problem myself. Therefore, I surrender to you. So when somebody is sad like this, not ordinary sadness, and somebody is just, it's a disease, just completely, just taken over the body and mind, what will the person do? So the person can shop. You know, they say shopping. Just go, take your car, do something, just go shop, go to the mall. These days, malls are there, and just go shop and buy clothes and buy this and buy that. I don't need anything. I have clothes, I have all the detergents, everything is there, food is there, the refrigerator is stocked with food and vegetables, and then still I go shop. Why? Because this sadness is there. I want to just escape this sadness. Shopping. Make calls, keep on making phone calls, talk to people, friends. Just because that is the only way to get rid of my sadness. I don't know how to get rid of sadness, and I do all these things, I distract myself. So this is where culture comes in. What does the culture give me? Culture, very important. I can pick up the Vishnu Sahasranama book and chant. I'm sad, so I can't bear this. So some arguments happened between me and some relative here and within the family. So then I pick up and say, you know, this is, I'm going to chant Vishnu Sahasranama. So then what happens? Then after 20 minutes are over and then the sadness is gone, I have utilized the time properly. This is where culture comes. So our culture provides all these avenues. I can go to the temple, sit there, and I can cry, I can do whatever, but I sit there. And then I look at Ishvara, Bhagavan, and then I gain that strength from him or her. I can chant Lalita Sahasranamam. I can do so many things. Culture comes and helps us. And so in this case, Arjuna, of course, knows dharma and adharma very clearly. And so much he knows. He even underwent so much tapas. And who's going to give up all this kingdom and then go to the forest and all that? What kind of logic is that? And so we said, okay, Sarasa Sama Dana Bheda Danda and all that. So they've followed the book closely. So this Arjuna need not be taught about dharma. What is dharma? What is right, wrong, and all? He doesn't need that. So therefore he comes now. He realizes, he recognizes, I need something more fundamental. Something fundamental I need, therefore I surrender. Because why you should surrender? Well, I want to learn. I want to be a doctor. Where is surrender here? Hey, you go to somebody, go to Vaidya, go to another doctor, and then go learn from him. Shadow him, see what he is doing, and learn from him and other doctors who are visiting the hospital. Go to a college, study, and then get it. So in a college, the teacher cannot say surrender to me and all that. And that attitude of surrender is irrelevant in these places. There is something to be learned. You learn it, and I will teach you. Over. That's the end of it. But here it's completely different altogether. Because the mindset itself determines whether one can learn or not. And this idea of pride and all that has to be somewhat subdued. And so, therefore, here we see here Arjuna just reflecting. Arjuna's words reflect our culture here. And he says, Shadi Mam Tvam Prapannam. So let's see these words again once. So Shadi Mam, please teach me. Shishyasteham, I am your student. Tvam Prapannam, I surrender to you. And Karpanya Doshophahata Swabhavaha, I am consumed, seized by this inability to use my mind properly, Karpanya Dosha. And I am also Dharma Sammoda Cheta. Finally, Arjuna is accepting. He gives all these arguments about why he should not fight, but finally he accepts. I am Dharma Sammoda Cheta. My mind, Chetas, is deluded. Muda. Deluded about what subject? In terms of dharma, I am deluded. Dharma, everything. I'm just so confused. That is what he accepts. And then Prichami Tvam. Aham Tvam Prichami. I ask you. What do I ask you? Yat Shreyaha Syat. Yat Shreyaha Syat. Tell me what is Shreyaha. What is Shreyas? Nischitam Bruhi Tanme. Nischitam. Definitely tell me what is Shreyas, what is better for me. Tan Bruhi Me. Tell me that. Correct? So, Karpanya Doshopahata Swabhavaha, overcome by this weakness of heart, Hridaya Daurbalyam. Earlier he said, Krishna had said that. Kshudram Hridaya Daurbalyam. So, overcome by faint-heartedness and Dharma Sammuda Chetaha, confused about my duty. Tvam Prichami, I ask you. Yat Shreyaha Syat Nischitam Bruhi Tanme. Please tell me that which is truly better for me. Aham Shishyaha Te. Aham Te Shishyaha. Please, I am your student. I am your Shishya. Shadhi Mam. Please teach me. Tvam Prapannam. Teach me who has taken refuge in you. That is what this shloka tells us. Now let's see. Now, finally, Arjuna stopped speaking. He's been going on, and Arjuna, Krishna has not spoken a word except just a few words after he stationed the chariot between the two armies. And sir, even now Krishna is now changing. Says now Sanjaya Uvacha. So let's see what Sanjaya is saying here. Okay, who would like here? Parvati. Okay. Yeah. So we're going to chant shloka number 9. Everybody can repeat after me. Sanjaya Uvacha.
Sanjaya Uvacha.
Eva Muktva.
Eva Muktva.
Hrushikesham.
Hrushikesham.
GuDAkesha.
GuDAkesha.
Parantapaha.
Parantapaha.
Eva Muktva Hrushikesham.
Eva Muktva Hrushikesham.
GuDAkesha Parantapaha.
GuDAkesha Parantapaha.
Nayotsya iti.
Nayotsya iti.
Govindam.
Govindam.
Uktva tushnim.
Muktva tushnim.
So you have to say Uktva because we already said Govindam. So Ma has already been said. Therefore, what remains is U. Therefore, Uktva tushnim.
Uktva tushnim.
Babuvaha.
Babuvaha.
Nayotsya iti Govindam.
Nayotsya iti Govindam.
Uktva tushnim babuvaha.
Uktva tushnim babuvaha.
Sanjaya Uvacha.
Sanjaya Uvacha.
Eva Muktva Hrushikesham.
Eva Muktva Hrushikesham.
GuDAkesha Parantapaha.
GuDAkesha Parantava.
Nayotsya iti Govindam.
Nayotsya iti Govindam.
Uktva tushnim babuvaha.
Uktva tushnim babuvaha.
Yeah. So Parameshwaran, Pradeep, Sukanya, Sundari, if you can turn on your video feeds. So here Sanjaya Uvacha. Sanjaya Uvacha. So even though Sanjaya is narrating everything to Dhritarashtra, now Vyasa has said it this way. Sanjaya Uvacha. Sanjaya said. So here there are 4 verbs in this sentence. 4 verbs. Let's identify them. Uktva, having said. Evam Uktva, having said like this. Evam Uktva. And then Na Yotsya. Yotsya. Yotsya is actually Yotsye. Yotsye becomes Yotsya if it is followed by a vowel. So E is a vowel. So Yotsya. Yotsye becomes Yotsya. So Na Yotsye. Yotsye is a verb. And then again Uktva. Govindam Uktva. Having said. The word Uktva appears 2 times in the shloka. And then another verb Babhuva. Babhuva. Became. So Evam Uktva. Having said like this. Who said like this? Parantapaha. GuDAkesha. Two words are used. Two words are used to refer to Arjuna. Arjuna. So GuDAkesha, we saw that earlier. GuDAkesha was another name for Arjuna. somebody, I mean, literal meaning is one who has 1 hour sleep. That is a meaning. So the meaning there is, that's a literal meaning. Meaning here is one who does what is to be done at any time. He doesn't allow sleep and other things to stop, to make him stop doing what he's supposed to do. That is the meaning of GuDAkesha. So sleep can come later, not a problem. If I have to postpone sleep by 1 hour, that's fine. So like that, that person is GuDAkesha. Parantapa. Paran Shatrun Tapayati. One who is capable of overwhelming the greatest enemies. Such a person is called Parantapaha. That also we saw, I think. Okay. Parantapaha evam uktva. Arjuna, having said this to whom? Hrushikesham. Hrushikesham. To Krishna. Having said this to Krishna, Hrushikesha, what did he? Then again he says, again uktva. In the second line there is uktva. He said something. Having said something, what did he say? Na yotsye. Na yotsye. I am not going to fight. Yuddham na karishyami. Aham na yotsye. I am not going to fight. Iti, who did he say? Govindam, of course. Govindam, another word for Krishna being used in the same shloka. Govindam uktva. Having said this to Govinda, Krishna, then what happened? Tushnim babhuvaha. He became silent. Tushnim. Silent. He became silent. Babhuvaha. Ha is an extra, is a remark of exclamation. Ha, ha, hanta. All these words are there in Sanskrit. And oh my God, Arjuna is just, he stopped speaking also. He was talking something, he was saying something, he was giving a long lecture to Krishna, it seems, but now he's so sad. He's sad also, and he sat down in the back and he stopped speaking. Ha, oh my God. Must be a situation that is, that nobody has seen like this before in a battlefield. And that too from somebody like Arjuna. It must be the most shocking incident. That is what this particle ha tells us. So Sanjaya is going to continue, and we will talk a little more about Shreyas and this idea that Arjuna has about walking away from this battlefield, because he also knows, again, the culture has given him the idea there is something called sannyasa, and I want to take sannyasa. So why these ideas come? All this we will see, and then we will see what Krishna has to say. Om swasti prajabhyah paripalayantam nyayena margena mahishaha go brahmanebhyah shubhamastu nityam loka samasta sukhino bhavantu kale varshatu parjanyah prithvi sasyashalini desho yam kshobarahitah brahmana santu nirbhayaha om sarve bhavantu sukhinah sarve santu niramayaha sarve bhadrani pashyantu ma kaschit dukkha bhag bhavet asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amritangamaya. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरिः ओम। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम।